first things we're going to talk about here, Alex, is that, especially, I mean, if you want to look, you can just look at the last few weeks as well. But if the guys like Ja'Marr Chase and Joe Burrow, the LSU teammates, look like they haven't left college because these guys are putting on a show. Ja'Marr Chase went from a guy that people were saying couldn't even catch the football because the ball didn't have white on it like the college balls. And now he's making defenders look silly. He's torching guys for 250 yards. And he's putting up unreal touchdowns while breaking tackles and just looking like a freaking specimen there on the field. And all Joe has to do is get it close to him, and he's going to take it all the way to the house. His most recent game, of course, Cincinnati beating the Baltimore Ravens 41-17. In this game, he had 10 targets, 8 receptions, 201 yards with a fat touchdown there.
Ja'Marr Chase, the start he's had to this year is absolutely nuts. So here's a crazy stat that I was looking up here.
Yes.
Ja'Marr Chase is the first receiver in the 2000s and on to be top 2 in the NFL in all 3 categories: receptions, yards, and touchdowns. He is the only receiver in the last 21 years to be top 2 in all 3 of those targets after 7 weeks. And this dude is a rookie.
Oh.
This is nuts what he's doing right now. He's on pace to shatter Randy Moss's rookie receiving record. Randy Moss, back when he was a rookie, had 1,350 yards, 17 touchdowns, 69 catches. Ja'Marr Chase is on pace to shatter those records. He's on pace for something like 90 catches for 1,900 yards and 15, 16 touchdowns or something like that. So this dude is playing unreal. For me, it's the run after the catch. That slant he took for 85 yards was one of it's just so dominant of a play.
Michael Thomas wishes he could do something like that. Sweet damn.
It's crazy. It seems like he's playing a different game out there. And you thought as a rookie, especially not playing a snap of football last year, that the game would speed up for him a little bit. And I don't know about all this stuff in the preseason about not being able to see the ball because it doesn't have any lines on it. But if he was playing a little game of cat and mouse with these DBs, I don't think he's surprising anyone anymore, and he's still picking up steam. So the way he started is absolutely ridiculous. And for anyone that has him on a dynasty leagues, you should be ready to celebrate for the next 10 to 15 years if he keeps this up.
Absolutely. And the crazy thing is, I'm glad you brought those stats, Alex, because I mean, you could pretty much just kind of wrap up Offensive Rookie of the Year already. It's Ja'Marr Chase, and I mean, he
barring an injury.
Yeah, barring injury. Knock on wood again, because that would be one of the worst things that we could see at this point. He's going to break records that Justin Jefferson was setting as well, because I mean, Justin Jefferson, I'm not trying to talk down to him, because his rookie year last year was the stuff of legend, and now we see Ja'Marr Chase now stepping in, and it's just back-to-back years of these rookie wide receivers taking the league by storm, and possibly, I mean, Ja'Marr Chase, he's not in the conversation for best. We already know he's the best rookie wide receiver, of course, but we have to ask the question, Alex, and he's easily in the conversation. Is Ja'Marr Chase a top 3 wide receiver in the NFL? And
it's crazy.
This QB wide receiver duo between him and Joe Burrow, are they the best in the NFL as well?
I mean, I think that's still ludicrous when you have a guy named Patrick Mahomes and Tyreek Hill out in Kansas City, but they're making a pretty damn strong case right now. And
well, I think I would give it more to Devontae Adams and Aaron Rodgers.
No, I wouldn't. But okay, that's totally fine.
Okay.
It's just, are you serious?
Devontae Adams is a more he has more weapons, I'd say, because he's more.
100%. He's got more tools in the tool belt, but we've never seen someone like Tyreek Hill
league
before.
Right now, it's not anyone on the Chiefs.
Come
on, you see that
for this year,
sideline throw and catch that Adams and Rodgers had this week.
I did, but okay. This year, you're right, but
this year specifically.
When you have a guy that can get 250 yards and 3 touchdowns in the first half of a football game, that's just the winner in my eyes. Just
Fair enough.
So,
fair enough.
But here's the problem: is you have Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, who are in year 1 and year 2 respectively, and they already are in that conversation.
Bro, didn't even have a full
Crazy to
season.
think about, man. Crazy.
Didn't even have a full season. He's like year and
No.
a half right now.
No. What he's doing is unprecedented, first of all. And second of all, it's something that looks like it's sustainable because while it is, a lot of big plays, there comes a point when it's not a fluke anymore that you're getting these massive, go routes, and he's not uncovered in these things, and he's taking slant routes 81 yards for a touchdown. This stuff is sustainable. This is what Jamar Chase does, and Joe Burrow is going to continue to look for him. They already have that chemistry clearly. So,
and it's not like it's a few big plays a game. It's 10 targets. It's like 10 to 12 targets. 8 to 10 receptions. That's
in the second half. In the second half on Sunday, he had 4 catches for 147 yards in the second half. That's ridiculous.
That's
on the Ravens, on Marlon Humphrey, who's one of the best cover corners in the NFL.
Marlon Humphrey gave him 200 yards on one guy.
He gave up. This was the worst game in Marlon Humphrey's life, and I will put a lot of money that is true. If one of the listeners can come out and find a day where Marlon Humphrey had a worse day covering the guy he was across from for 60 minutes, I will eat crow on that.
Fair enough. And I will say, to pretty much answer the question, though, Jamar Chase is a top 3 wide receiver. And this quarterback wide receiver duo is also top 3 as well this year. And given everything right now, I'd only put them behind Adams and Rodgers. It goes Adams and Rodgers, and then Burrow and Chase right now.
That leaves the podcast.
Come on, right now.
How can you put Patrick Mahomes as a generational quarterback? Never put him below Joe Burrow. I don't care about. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
You can't talk about an overreaction. The Chiefs before 2 weeks ago had the number 1 offense in the NFL. They had 2 bad weeks, and you're already saying Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase are better comp. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I know. But
I'd even take Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce over them.
Now, wouldn't that be a good one? Who would you rather have right now? Oh man.
Well, it depends.
This would be a fun conversation to have last year.
They're so different
with last year's Chiefs.
I think Patrick Mahomes. I think when you have a Patrick
Mahomes, rank
him
top 3, Alex. Rank him right now. The quarterback wide receiver duos.
Okay. Right now,
yep.
You convinced me. Devontae and Rodgers is number 1. Number 2 is Number 2 is Mahomes and Tyreek.
Okay.
Number 3 is Mahomes and Kelce.
Then Burrow and Chase at 4. You know what?
Oh, actually, excuse me. Burrow and Chase are number 5. Number 4, Dak and CeeDee.
Okay. Yeah, that's the problem with bye weeks. It's so easy to forget about teams in the span of a week.
Yeah, but all of a sudden the bye weeks, when you have 6 of the most fun teams on bye weeks, turns out you're not going to have a great Sunday of football.
Crazy how that works. Look at you, schedule makers. You had one hell of a week, didn't you?
Good job, guys. You won NFL.
Oh, boy.